Let's now take a look at the Renee Good video. Now that we understand how someone with 35 years of successfully protesting, who's obviously not in jail, who's not, hasn't been clubbed, hasn't been shot, hasn't been tasered, who understands the process, how to go about it for real change. Okay? In order to create real change, we have a voting system. We have a way to elect officials who make decisions on laws. That's how we put in our vote as a grown-ass adult. But what a grown-ass mother does not do is plan to intervene in an ICE operation with lethal force and not expect to be killed when she has a child at home who's already lost her biological father. She or he, I don't remember. Her child has already lost a biological father, and she makes the decision to disrupt law enforcement aggressively, violently, over a period of hours, taunting them. And then we all wonder, she used lethal force with her car, why she got shot. She had just dehumanized herself so much that, okay, you're not acting normal. Okay, you're out. Law enforcement was threatened. He had internal bleeding. Okay, let's look at, why is this going live? Okay, let's look at this other video of Renee Good because it's very upsetting for me. I mean, her wife said, drive, baby, drive, and then she hit the police officer, got her shot. I don't see the wife's been arrested. Okay, let me make this bigger and we'll take a peek here. So she has her car parked in the street goes this way, it's parked this way to block ICE. That's why ICE had to stop their car, get out, and they were trying to arrest her to get her out of her car. And she's the one saying it's fine? She's not in charge. But what the liberal media has done, what democratic socialism does, what communism does, is it prioritizes the movement over the individual, over the family. Why in the world would a healthy family send women out to confront law enforcement as if they're going to come home not in a body bag? I mean, how does that logical at all? But again, it's not logical. They're acting from a wound. They're acting from mental illness. All these women have an authority wound. So they confront authority because they haven't healed from their childhood, and they project it onto all men. And the liberal media fuels this devouring father wound. I mean, huge fuels it. Like, she's making them equal. Like, she has an equal right to confront and impede law enforcement. She doesn't know the rule of law. I mean, there's a reason no one invades America, because we all have guns. Think the founding fathers maybe knew something about Europe, that people weren't allowed to have guns and there was no freedom of speech, which we're seeing now. And then what happened? They were smart men. They understood things. You want to come at us? You want to come at, get your lunch? I mean, like, is that resolving the problem? Because you have two women, right? They're married, right? And ICE is there to get out the illegal immigrants, the rapists, the murderers, the child traffickers. I mean, there's a reason that the murder rate in 2025, the drop of like 25% was the biggest drop in recorded history in America. Oh, maybe we got rid of the criminals and so crime went down. Maybe. But, liberal media doesn't report that because that doesn't support their narrative. I mean, it was her son's school that does social activism. We see so many videos of teachers taking kids out to confront ICE. Why is it a 5-year-old's job to protest against ICE? I'm a mother. I got 3 kids. See these behind me? My kids made those. And that's my mom. That's who I am. I'm a mother. But a mother's job isn't to go out and confront law enforcement and break the law and get herself killed so her child doesn't have a mother, has no biological parent left. That's 2 primal wounds. That's gnarly for a child. How are we protecting children? How are children being protected when mothers, give themselves the responsibility to confront law enforcement with lethal force, a car being lethal force? Like, we've lost our shit.